Good evening. This is the Sledge Master. What I'm showing here is what I have won on the 6th and 7th of August at the Pioneer Classic, put on by Eric Freeman. It was a wonderful 2-day event. The first day I think you have 38 to 40 lifters, raw and classic raw. Raw and classic raw, but it was non-drug tested. And the second day on the Sunday was raw and classic raw, drug tested. There was 120 lifters, I believe, that day. I believe now there was 120 lifters. If I'm wrong, somebody needs to correct me. And I was told what I done this past weekend or last weekend on the 6th and 7th. I'm not for sure, but I was told that I did something that nobody else has ever done in powerlifting history, past or present. And that was to enter 2 meets a day for 2 days. That's 4 meets in 2 days. I did raw and classic raw both days. I don't know if it's for sure or not, but that's what I was told by when I asked 4 or 5 different judges. If there is, and I was told it was history, it might be history making. And if it is, I worked hard for it, and I hope it is. Maybe there might be a big award for that. Or anyway, anytime somebody makes any kind of history in bodybuilding, powerlifting, lifting strongman, there should be an extra award there. But anyway, this is the awards I got, and I did 18 lifts a day for 2 days, makes 36 lifts, and I got 31 out of 36 lifts. You know, I hope it is history making. I was told it was. I don't know for sure, but we just have to wait and see. Last past weekend, if that counted 4 different meets, then that makes me 10 this year. Most powerlifters do 2 or 3 a year. I usually do 5 or 6. This year, so far, I've done, if they count it as 4 this past weekend, it'd be 10 meets that I've done this year. I have won something here. It's a beautiful powerlifting belt from Eric Freeman, USPA Best Lifter and Pioneer. I've been trying to get that for I don't know how many months. Probably since last December. Finally got one. And actually the Best Overall Lifter award. It's beautiful. Now, all together, if I ain't mistaken, what I won last weekend, all these medals, and first place, second place, and third place awards, makes me 90 in 7 years. I got 90 awards in 7 years. Talking about medallions, plaques. That's first, second, and third place. And I did get a Best Overall Lifter last November in the Kentucky State Championship drug-free competition. And I got it in the other room. And I think the young legend, all the young legends, Smitty and Eric Freeman and Iron Assassin, that's Eric Hayes, and a lot of other people couldn't believe I got 90 awards in 7 years. I don't know if that's ever been done before either. But anyway, this are the awards I got on the 6th and 7th of August. And the next competition, if I can get enough money, if anybody wants to be a sponsorship, give me a call at 606-793-3934. This here shows that I give my all when I compete, and I love to compete. And nobody's wanting to know why I'm doing so many competitions this year. I guess I'm trying to go all out. I'm trying to show what a natural weightlifter can do that's never been on drugs ever in his life. And of course, I'm taking a picture of my mom's couch. I got her for her birthday in 2018. It's from the 1950s. Still beautiful. But I'm a collector, so that's the reason I collect antiques. And they put a lot of pride in what they made at that time. And this, if you can see, this couch still here. Look how beautiful it is. And I got the swivel chair in another room. But I got the Texas Power Bar certificate. And Pioneer Classic, Master's Best Overall Lifter. Now remember, I competed in the Raw and Classic Raw. Men's Open in both, Masters in both, bench only and deadlift only in both. And got the certificate here from Texas Power Bar here. And I also won what they call, if I pronounce it right, a Stinson cowboy hat. I think they're valued between $1,200 and $1,500, $1,200 and $1,800. I think the young legend Eric Freeman said. And it's supposed to be coming in the mail. Breath belt, BREATH, breath belt. It's going to send a belt, one of their belts through the mail. So I got a belt. And the money that all the first overall lifters, first, second, and third place lifters had got would be mailed to them, I believe. I believe it's going to be in form of a check, I believe. And a Texas Power Bar. So I'm waiting on all that. I'm waiting on all that to come in through the mail. I want to do this to show people that what a natural weightlifter can do. As far as I know, I've been told now from any of the judges on those 2 days that it's never been done before. They've done 4 meets in 2 days. And that's 36 lifts. I got 31 out of 36. But now, in a few months, whenever they're going to have another 2-day meet, I will do my best to get 36 out of 36 lifts. Believe me, I'm going to try. And thank you, USPA and IPL, for having me at your competitions the last 7 years. I've also competed in the 365 powerlifting, and they were great people. Now, my next video, I'm going to mention, I have mentioned in my video before about having all the powerlifting federations come under one roof, or even if it's just half of them. So I'm going to talk about that in my next video. And please, anytime that y'all, if you can, that goes for any federation, anybody who competes in Classic Raw works just as hard as the people in Raw. Okay? I mean, they work just as hard. And if you can, try to make sure there's the same amount of money, and sometime in the future, Classic Raw and Raw get the same amount of money. Because Classic Raw people work just as hard as the Raw people. And see, when I'm working out in my competition, at home or at the gym, I practice Raw and Classic Raw. I do it both. So try to understand that I'm used to the heavy lifting. That's the reason I've done so many competitions. Now I do need to take a little break. But if anybody wants to sponsor me in my next one, which is going to be on August the 20th at the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. All you weightlifters, regular people, regular citizens that don't lift, that comes to watch, try to get all your friends and family to come watch. I'm going to do my best to try to raise the money to go to that competition. And I was told I still have time. There's some openings that opened up. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to get the money to go. I don't have to worry about motel because I got a sister that lives there, unless I decide to stay in the motel. Because I like to be close to where I'm going to compete at. That way I have to have a long drive. I like to be kind of close so I can be refreshed. But all I'm trying to raise now is the entry fee. I got the gas money already. So anybody who wants to sponsor me on August the 20th at the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, going to be a great big meet. I heard it's a sold out, but there's a few openings that opened up, I was told. So this is a Sledge Master. You see my awards, and you see my awards in my other videos. This here makes me 90 awards in 7 years. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm all natural, never been on drugs. All right. Love everybody. Take care and God bless. Try to obey God. Try to think, speak, act, feel like God wants you to, not the devil. Because in the end, God's what matters. Heading to heaven. All right. Love you. Take care. And do the very best you can. And if you want to sponsor me before next weekend, because the weigh-ins are on Friday, the competition's on a Saturday, I believe. 646-793-3934. Please. I'd like to be able to compete in that competition. That would make my 11 competition this year if I can get to go to that one. All right, love you. Take care. God bless. And Sledge Master needs your help. All right, love you. Take care. Bye.